What's up, YouTube? It's Lissa, and welcome back to my channel. Or if this is the first time you're seeing my face, welcome to my channel. Now, before I get started with this video, I just wanted to thank everybody, all the new people that subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it because now I have, I think, over 30 subscribers, and I only had 16 when I started. So I appreciate everybody, and I hope I get more. But thank you, everybody that has subscribed to my channel. Now, before I get started, I just want to say that the first thing I want to say is that I want to apologize to my parents because they went through this experience with me. They lived through this experience with me, no matter how long or how short the experience was. They were in it with me, and I put them through a lot. Put myself through a lot, I put them through a lot, and I just want them to know that I truly apologize for that, and I'm doing everything I can to stay on the right path. Just want both of you to know that. Now, I know I look like who did it and why, but I chose to come on YouTube today and talk about this because it has been weighing on my heart and my mind and my body for a while. And it's just been weighing on my heart, my mind, and my body. And I think the only way that I'm going to be able to move forward and move past everything is to just talk about it. Not talk about everything, but just talk about the situation itself. Now, I know a lot of you may be wondering what the heck I'm talking about, but as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about the abusive relationship that I was in. Now, I know there are women out there that have experienced this, and I want to say to the women that have experienced this that I understand what you went through. And I understand the toll that it can take on you as a person and just on your life in general. And if there are women out there that are watching this video now and that are going through it now, get out. Get out, because the longer that you stay, the harder it is going to be to leave. And I'm glad I left when I did. I'm glad I got out of it. I'm glad I got out of it when I did, because I probably wouldn't be here today if I had stayed. And that's just me being completely transparent. Had I stayed in that relationship, I probably would not be here. My parents would not have a daughter anymore, and I just wouldn't be here. There's so much in my head right now that I don't even know where to start, but I'm not gonna go into detail about everything, but I'm just gonna speak on the situation itself and what impact it had on me. Now, if you would like for me to tell you stories about things that I went through, if you would like for me to share that, then you can drop it down in the comment section down below, and I will share those stories. But I'm not gonna do that in this video. This video is not for that. It's just for me to get this off of my chest. Now, that relationship was the worst. Of course it's going to be the worst relationship. Of course it's going to be the worst relationship because it was an abusive one. But I was abused in every way possible that you can imagine. I was mentally abused, I was physically abused, I was verbally abused, and at times, yes, I was sexually abused. I know the first question that people are wondering, how can you stay in a relationship like that? You will never understand staying in a relationship like that unless you have been in it. And I always said that too. Like, I never understood why women stayed in relationships like that. I always just thought, why don't you just leave? But it's very hard, and it's not the easiest thing to do. It's really not. And you will only understand if you've been in it. If you sat in that lifestyle, that's the only way that you will understand why I didn't leave and why I couldn't leave. and why it was so hard for me to leave. I'm going to try my best not to cry in this video, but now that I'm talking about it, I'm realizing a lot of things that I went through, and a lot of them could have been prevented. I'm sorry, but a lot of them could have been prevented. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. The things that I went through, I don't know about anybody else, but the things that I went through, I would not wish them on my worst enemy. And the reason I apologize to my parents at the beginning of this video is because they tried their hardest. They tried their hardest to get me out, but I wouldn't listen. I thought I knew everything. And I thought that I was in love, and I thought that this person would change. But people like that do not change. And they won't ever change. They're just gonna keep going and going and going until someone kills them, or until I don't know, but they won't ever stop. They won't. Like I said, my parents tried their hardest to get me out of that relationship. Talked to me till they blue in the face, cutting me off financially, all types of stuff to get me out, but I wouldn't leave. And I suffered a lot because of me not leaving. I can get into that later, but that relationship took a lot out of me. I honestly ended up in a mental institution because of that relationship, because of everything that I went through. I ended up in a mental institution because I wanted to kill myself, because I thought that everything was my fault, and that type of love was what I deserved. That's all I thought. And when it ended, I felt like my whole world was ending and I didn't know what to do, and I just became very, very depressed. And it was very hard for me to come out of that depression. Like, I wrote a suicide note and everything, and I was not joking. I wrote a suicide note, and I'm not gonna go into what I had, but I had a suicide note, but one of my mom's friends came to my house and she stopped me. So that's probably the only reason why I'm here right now, is because of my mom's friend. And I want to say thank you, because had I ended it there, I wouldn't have learned anything, and it would have just been for a selfish reason. And I really do want to say thank you for that. Thank you for coming into my house and stopping me from making a very big mistake. I didn't really expect for me to cry, but I'm just thinking of everything that happened, and it's just like it's replaying in my head, everything that I went through. And it's just a lot when you sit back and you take a step back and you think about everything that you went through because of one person. Well, not just because of one person. I was in it too. I'm to blame for some of it, but just because of that one person, turning your life upside down. And just turning your life upside down, not knowing which way is up, not knowing what to do next, just going through the emotions. Like, I was a walking zombie. Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know a way out. I didn't know a way up. I didn't know a way out. I didn't know anything. And my mind was clouded with so much. And the relationship became a normalcy for me. And I just got normalized to it after a while, and everything that was happening to me, I internalized, and I never really, I don't think I ever really dealt with it full on, because I mean, talking about those types of things with people, especially like going into detail about those types of things, is not easy, and it makes people uncomfortable, and I don't want to make people uncomfortable because it's something that I went through. But maybe I should have done that, because sometimes I still, in my mind, I still think that it's my fault. I still think that I'm to blame, and I still think that I'm not good enough. But it all comes with learning and just growing. I'm still growing, and I'm still learning, and I'm just trying to be present in everything. And me starting this YouTube channel is me trying to be present, and me trying something different, instead of continuing down the same path, because the same path has gotten me nowhere. But the last thing I do want to say about this in this video, because I don't want to make this video long, I really don't. The last thing I do want to say is, I'm gonna say it again. If you are in an abusive relationship, or if you feel that your partner has abusive tendencies, get out before it starts, because it's going to be very hard to get out. It really is going to be very hard to get out. And if you know somebody that is in it, help them. No matter how much they insist to not, help them, because they need all the help they can get. And this video was very therapeutic for me. I think I needed it. It got some things off of my chest that have been weighing down on me, and I feel a little bit better. And I hope you guys kind of sort of enjoyed this video, but I don't want to be sad anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. I don't want to be miserable. I don't want to be depressed. I just want to be present and here for everything in my life, because I know good things are coming for me. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you clicked on this video for the first time, subscribe to my channel. There'll be more. There won't be a lot of sappy things like this, but just subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.